Hello and welcome to the show. This is For Heathen's Sake, fighting the Viking army in Wessex, AD 870 to AD 871. There are 6 battles named in the Anglo-Saxon Chronicle over this short period of time. We're now up to the Battle of Basing. As Asser wrote, after 14 days had elapsed, King AEthelred with his brother Alfred again joined their forces and marched to Basing to fight with the pagans. The enemy came together from all quarters, and after a long contest gained the victory. After this battle, another army came from beyond the sea and joined them. So no change for the Anglo-Saxons at the moment. For the Vikings, King Baccus is still in charge, but his sidekick this time is Jarl Ivar. According to sources, by this stage the Anglo-Saxon army was feeling the strain. They are therefore struggling to field a full army, and will have just 2 bases of Huscarls, 2 of Thanes, 6 of Select Feared, 10 of General Feared, and 4 archers. The Viking horde will be larger. They'll have 2 units of Berserkers, 2 of Huscarls, 4 Herdmen, Veteran, 8 Herdmen, 6 Bondi, and 2 archers. From the campaign perspective, the points are as discussed before. It is the 22nd of January AD 871 and the land is still in the grip of winter. This battle is fought near Basing, which is a small village at the top of the board as you look, with a river running next to it. The high ground to the centre and bottom left of the table will be occupied by the Anglo-Saxons. The Vikings will be entering from the top right. Let battle commence. Right, we're off and running. Battle of the Archers here. So this gang will go and the others 8. And that's a good hit. 1 demoralisation there. And then for movement, they're going to skirt that way, as will they. And this line will just keep piling forward. Berserkers leading the way. Right, Saxon go, they do not rally, but both of those will be firing at this group of herd. No, no, they'll back away. The archers on the Saxon left flank will just keep coming up here. But the remainder of the line, Ethelred on the left with his division, they are quite happy just to stay at the top of the hill at the moment and wait for the Vikings to come to them. So these archers will continue to fire at them, no, and the others will do the same, try and finish them off. Well, they're down to a double DMZ and pushed back, which is handy. They'll both move forward. Ivar's division moves up. And here comes Baccus. Right, rally off. No. So they will fire at them. No. And these will fire at these. Yes. And these guys will fire at the Bondi. Yes. And they'll have to fire at the berserkers. You have to fire at the closest group, I think, 7. So that is also a DMZ. Movement, I think they'll just drop back a bit. Right, rally. 5, yes. And 7, definitely for the berserkers. Right, bows against these. 7, that is a kill. And these against the other ones. Also a hit. Move. I'm just going to go... Oh, they can't go towards... yeah, they can, but they can't charge. They'll go there. Blocking them off. Grinding forward. Saxon rally. Yes. Saxon shooting. I'll have to fire at them. No effect. These guys will fire at the Bondi. No effect. And these guys will fire also the Bondi. Yes. 1 hit. Movement. I'll just keep to the side. Get these guys over here. Extend this line slightly. Likewise over the other side. But that's it for the Saxons. Right, rally. No. Yes. Alright, firing. These will fire at these. No effect. And these will fire at the feared. No effect. Right. I'll move up here. I'll move up here. And get those Bondi to join up both ends. And Baccus going to get his gang up here. Charging up the hill. Right, archers here against this lot. Yes. And they're pushed back. And both of these groups will fire it here. 1 hit only. And they'll just continue to hang around on the side there. They're going to cause little trouble. Right. Field will come here and here, so that extends Alfred's line nicely. He may go for it in a minute. Whereas Aethelred is just going to hang around for the moment. You can see the berserkers coming up the hill with the great line behind him. Well, he's quite happy there at the moment. Right, rally, no. Yes. Right, these bows against those. Nope. And these bows against the feared here. Yes. Right, movement. So those Bondi can get in and fight them. They will join up. So they're going to wait to get these Bondi joining up. These berserkers are in. These ones not quite. And the rest storming up the hill. Right, so 1 combat, which is the archers against the Bondi. They're +2 each. So that's 7-4. And over here we've got 1 group of berserkers against the select feared. They'll be on 5. And the berserkers are also on 5 for this first round. 11-8. And it's a double DMZ caused in the first round by the berserkers. So they get pushed back. And they follow up immediately. Right, Saxon rally. No. Here. No. And here. No. That's not good. Missiles. Well, these guys are in combat, so they can't. These chaps here can both fire at the right hand Bondy. 6 is the hit and 5 is not. Well, Saxon movement phase, but they are still going to stay there. If I start moving down the hill with Aetheldred's division, I think I'm going to disrupt myself with the Berserkers. So they're going to stay there and absorb them. And I think Alfred's going to do the same on their right. Right, it's 2-1. So that is going to be 5-9. So they get a DMZ. And over here, these select feared are going to be on 1. And the Berserkers are going to be on 4. 12-7. That's a kill. Right, these Berserkers have got to do a rally test now. If they fail, which they do, they have to advance a full move and get a demoralised marker. There we go. Right, end of go. There's not enough to take the morale clock down. There was on 4 points. That was 2 each, but not enough to take them down. So we'll do a rally. These guys here. No. The bows, I think I forgot to do them earlier. No, so they're okay. And the Bondy over here. No, they don't. Can the Berserkers rally? 7, definitely. Right, bows against the feared here. That's a 6, so that's a double DMZ. And they'll get pushed back. Right, now we'll have some movement. These bows will keep going to the flank. These will come around here. They will join up properly once the rest of them move forward. Just 3 inches, I think. Right, the Berserkers have to charge in. They're going to get in there. These guys will turn around. I don't think they can do anything else at the moment. And the remainder will just shuffle forward a little bit. So they're in charge range next time around. I want to make sure the Berserkers do some damage before they go charging in. Berserkers gone in there. Kamikaze. The rest of the shield walls facing each other off. Crashing their spears into their shields and shouting. And we're going to get a big showdown in a moment. Right, it's 1-1. There's going to be 9-4. That is another kill to the Vikings. And the only other combat we got here is the Berserkers charging in for the first time. They'll be on 5, and these guys are on 6. That is 12-7. So it's a double DMZ because it's a first charge hit. That's not good for the Saxons there. And they will follow up also, so they punch through. And that is the end of the round, but again, the morale clock is only on 4, so no drop in morale. Right, it's the Saxon rally. So we've got the Huskarls here. 4 is not enough. That's bad news for them. The select feared here, 2 is definitely not enough for them either. Right, what to do? Do I want to advance? Probably not, because this fight is still going. Yeah. What do I do? What do I do? I think I'll have to... Well, they're doing nothing. So I'll have to turn and face them there and get a flank on these guys. Right, I've got to do some bow action though first. 3 is a miss, and the other group, 6 is a hit, so they're double demoralised. And we just have the one combat here then. So the Vikings will be on 4, down to 3 because they're flanked. And the Huskarls, normally on 4, are down to 2. Right, 3-2 for the Vikings, so it's 8. 9. Oh, that's slightly they are demoralised. The Vikings. Okay, that is it. Once again, there was not enough points for the morale clock to go down. So, Bondy here, 5 is enough. The Bondy here will need a 6, so 4 is not enough there. And the Berserkers there 6 is enough. Right, I've got some bows then here against the feared. 8, well, that's another DMZ, so they're gone. I think we may see some morale clock falling now. The other bows can't fire. There's too little of a gap there, I would suggest. Now it's movement. So both of those will shuffle sideways. So they can fire if the opportunity arises. Jarl Ivar's gang will come up. And even if they don't get into combat, they are stopping Alfred from doing anything. Okay, on the right, what are we going to do here? These are going to smash into them. And these will smash into here. With this lot going in to take on the select feared here. So they have to turn and face. And the berserkers here, I think they've just got to charge forward to the nearest gang, which is that lot, and they'll attack them in the rear. I think they can do that. Right, I am starting here, because this is a separate combat from the rest of it. I think I can do that. So these guys will be on 4, 5, 6 against 3. So there's 9, 6, so they're demoralised. And these are on 2, and these are on 4. So that is 3, 6, so that's a kill. Five points already to the Vikings. Right, select feared here, normally on 3, they're -2 because that's they're on 1, and these guys are on 4. So that's 8, 5 on DMZ. So they're hanging on. Here we've got 4 less 2 is 2 plus 4 here, 4, 2. So it's 10, 7. They are killed, the Huskars are killed. Whoa. And again, let's see what the berserkers do. They charge off and get a DMZ. They're overexcited, almost over the hill and far away. Okay, so the main event with Aethelred's division, it's already been smashed apart. 4, 5 for the Vikings, and 4, 5, 6. Aethelred's going to get involved. So it's 10, 7. DMZ for the Vikings. Right, next combat. 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5. 6, 5 to the Vikings. Which is 9, 10. So they're DMZ'd again. This bit's not going to plan. 4, 5, 6 for the Vikings. 5 for the Saxons. And again. Right, now it's 3, 4, 5 against 4, 5, 4, which is 8, 5. And here it's 3, and here it's 2, 3 against 2, 3. Right, 3 all. That is 9, 4. It's a kill for the Saxons. Well done them. Right, at the end of the round, it was a little bit closer than I thought, but the Saxons do drop. Morale clock going down to 7. Okay, let's do some rally. These guys here. 8, yes, that's automatic. This select feared here, no. And these general feared here, no. Right, the Saxon bows on their left flank, 7, that's a kill. Good effort there. And the other bows are out of range, so what they'll do, movement now, they'll both move up and see if they can start hitting the Vikings in the rear. Right, Saxon movement, they will wrap around there. And the only other thing the Saxons can do is advance the other division, so they're going to wheel a little bit. Not get into full contact. I don't want to do that at the moment. But they're ready to go next time.
Okay, so we start over on the right hand side of the Saxon line here. These general feared are normally 2, down to 1, plus 1 because of support, so they're on 2. And the Vikings are on 3, 4, minus 1, 3, so it's 3, 2. Which is 8, 3, so that's a kill. And they turn and face, I believe. Right, so the next one here is 4, 5, back to 4 because of DMZ against 4 here. So 4 all. That is 11, 9. Another DMZ for the Saxons. They're up to 3 points now. These guys are 3, 4, 5. 4, 5, 6, 4. So 4, 5, Vikings, Saxons. So double DMZ for the Vikings. And finally here it's 4, 3 against 6. And that's another DMZ for the Vikings. Alright, these guys are on 3, 2, 0 because they're attacked at the rear. And they're attacked by 4, and Baccus who get involved for 5. So it's 5-0 to the Vikings, which is 9-2. So that's unsurprisingly a kill. Now I don't know what happens to the berserkers here because they can't follow up per se because they'll smash straight into their own gang. So I'm just going to say they go there. I'll do a rally check anyway, which they fail, so they're going to get disrupted. I think that's fair. And then finally here, these guys are on 2, and these guys are on 6. So it's 8, 6. Another one there. And surprise, surprise, at the end of that turn, there's enough points scored for the Vikings for the Saxons to drop to 6. Right, rally for the Vikings. I got these Bondi right off on the flank. They're not doing anything at the moment. Let's see what happens later. These Huskars here, they do not. And these Huskars here, or Veteran Feared, they do not either. That's very poor. And these Veteran Herd, no. So none of those have rallied. Berserkers, no. And these Berserkers, yes. Well, that's pretty poor though. Right, both of these bows will be firing at these Feared. Nope. Yes. One DMZ, which is useful. Right, movement. 1, 2. Let's finish off those Feared there. Probably a slight overkill. They're going to turn around. They can't do anything else. They're going to smash into them. So they have to turn a face, I guess. They can't move. They'll come in there. Snuggle them in. I think that's it. But I do have enough orders for Jarl Ivar's gang to pile in as well. So I'll just line up. And they're in. Right, so these General Feared are normally 2. Down to 0, down to -1 against 4. So they will be on 3, 9. So what a surprise, they are killed. Coming over here, we've got Huskars. They're on 4, but flanked down to 3. I think Aethelred's got to be involved. So they're back up to 4. And these Berserkers are also 4. Oh, 8, 5. Well, that could have been really bad, but they stuck it out just. Next fight here is 4, 3 against 3. 3, 3. Just a narrow win for the Vikings, but it's enough to push them back. And also the score on the morale clock is not going in the Saxons' favour. Right, final combat on this side of the table. It's 3 against 2. So it's a victory for the Saxons. Well done them. And now you have this other divisions fighting. So we're going to start on the left-hand side for the Vikings, because they have 2-3 against 1-2, 3-2. So that is a pushback for the Vikings. 5-3. So 10-10. Yes, they're okay. Push. 5-3. Which is 11-10. DMZ for the Saxons. Next one is 5-5. So that's 9-7. Another DMZ for the Saxons. 5-6. 9-12. So DMZ for the Vikings there. Not getting the generals or lieutenants involved just at the moment. 5-6. So that's 7-14. That's a kill for the Saxons. Hoorah! All going completely one way. 4-5. So that's 8-7. DMZ. Now we have 4-4. So that's 5-9-5. DMZ for the Vikings. And finally 3-3. Which is 9-5. Final DMZ for the Saxons. So, at the end of that round, there's plenty of DMZs for the Saxon side. They did get a kill there. This is on Alfred's side. But over on AEthelred, it's absolute carnage here. This line has just got smashed apart. And, surprise, surprise, the Saxon morale clock is going to go down 1. Right, Saxon rally. Let's see what's going to happen here. 7, that's enough for them. That's good. These guys will be on 5. So no, yes, no, and at the far end, no. These guys are going to be -2, so they're going to be 6 or above, no. These guys are going to be normally 3. -1 is 4, but he's there, so it's back to 3 again. Ooh. That's not good. Right, bows. They'll both fire at the Bondi here. Yes, 1 hit. Okay. Movement. They're going to get back in. I think these guys will... No, they won't, actually. I'll say they'll stay there, but they won't. They'll get in here and flank these herd. They can't move. What do they do? I suppose they have to attack them, don't they? I'm quite sure about that. I'm going that. And that is it. This whole shield wall's been smashed. Right, so we'll start over here. So it's 4-5. Alfred will be 6. He's got to get in. Against 3-2-1-2. And Eva will have to get in as well. 3. 6-3. Which is 13-4. So that's a kill. What's happened to Jarl Ivar? 2. He's killed. He's gone. Roll clock for the Saxons goes to 7 immediately. Right. 3, 4, 5 against 4. DMZ for Saxons. 1, 2, 3 against 5. So that's 13, 11. So they are going to be pushed back. 2, 3 against 5. So it's 10, 9. Unlucky. And finally on this side, 3 against 3. That is 10, 7. So it's a DMZ for the Vikings. Vikings not looking good this round. Over here, I guess I'm going to have to start with the select fear. They're on 2, 3 against 4. That's 6, so they get a win there. That's good for them. 4, 3. That's 11, 10. Oh, it's a narrow victory for the Vikings. Well done them. And this is 1, 3. So that's 4, 3. Ooh, let's push back there. Right, it's 2, 2. 9, 5. On DMZ for the Saxons. 3, 3. Oh, she's 10, 5. That's a kill. That was not good for the Saxons at all. And here, final combat. The Saxons are down at the moment. So these are on 4. Less 2 is 2. Plus Ethelred is 3 against 4. 7, 4. Ooh, they were lucky. But they are killed. They've got nowhere to go. They're flanked. They've gone. I've got to roll for Ethelred now. 7. Ooh, he escapes. He can go anywhere within 6 inches. Well, there's not many places he can go, actually. I think you'll have to go over here. End of combat. And that last one definitely pushes the Saxons into losing the morale clock. So they're down to 4. Right, now it's normally 5 for the general fear to take a morale check because they're unsteady. I've done it for 4 this game because of the starting numbers. So these guys have got to pass a morale check. Normally they're 4, so these guys are 6. They just do it. Next. 8, not a problem. I think that comes off then. Does that come off? Must do. And these guys. 1, no. These chaps, 3, fail, they're gone. These chaps, 8, not a problem, and these are select feared. These guys here are general feared. 2, they are gone. Right, Viking round, and we need to start checking for morale. These guys need 5. No. These guys need, oh, they've got automatic 8, that's it. 5. Yes. 5 again, no. Normally 4 need 5. No, and these need 5. Yes. Oh, normally 5. Well, they've got it. Berserkers, 4. That is good enough for them at the moment. And over at the far end, no, they don't. Right, I'm going to get one of these bows to move in and flank those feared. The other bows are going to move around here. They will flank them. Up to about 3 moves now. They've got 7. They'll about face. They will charge. They've got no alternative. They have to do that. They'll have to turn a face. Can they charge? I don't think they can. They're too oblique there. They'll have to go this way. And here, they'll about face. They will move over here. And they will come... they can't... Well, they can move, yes. They can come over here. And Baccus, he'll get involved with the Berserkers. Why not? Right, so here we have the general feared on 1, 2, down to 1 again, against 2. 1, 2. So that is 4, 3. So they are killed. Because they're flanked, they've got nowhere to go. Which means that these guys are on 2 against 5. Which is 12-9, so they're demoralised. And here we have 3, 4 against 3, 4, 4, 4. And that is a kill for the Saxons. this combat I'm going to start here. So these guys are on 2, support but flanked, and these chaps are on 2, so it's 2-2. 10-6. Right, and over here we've got Baccus and the Berserkers. So they're on 5, and the select feared, normally 3, down to 1, up to 2, so 5-2, which is 11-9. So that is a kill. Ethelred's running out of people to protect him. What happens to Ethelred? Well, that's him. He's gone. He's dead. He has gone to meet his maker. These chaps will, well, they don't get a DMZ, but they certainly charge up anyway. Get excited. And stamp on the body of Ethelred. And that is the end of the combat. Now, interestingly, morale clock drops immediately to 3, but also it will drop to 2 anyway because of that combat during the round. I'm just looking at the left side here, Ethelred's division. It's been completely smashed. There's nothing left. Alfred's looking a bit dodgy on here because of that sharp morale clock drop. We've gone 2 points in one turn. The Saxons are going to have to do a 50% check of all of their units that are left. So 4 DMZs are required. One, 2, 3, 4. Right, Saxon turn. Can they rally? Yes, they can. Good. Move. Well, they'll go back in. Only got 2 moves. They'll flank. That's it. And Alfred will hop over. So start combat here. These guys are 2, 3, 4, and these guys are 2. It's 11-4 for the Vikings. They are killed. What happens to Alfred? He escapes. Now you're going to hop over to those Thanes there. This combat is 2 against 5, which is another kill. And that is the end of the combat for this round. I don't think there's anything left. They will turn and face. Bizarrely, there's not enough points scored to reduce the Saxon morale any further, which is extraordinary. Right. No, they don't rally. No, they don't rally. And yes, they do rally, but there's nobody to fight for them. And these guys here, yes, they rally. So they will come over here. I think they've got to conform to them. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Baccus comes over. And the other berserkers charging in. I mean, it's just they're just getting hammered here. We don't want to start there actually. I think I will do. I think these guys have got to actually turn and face these. This is not a shield wall, so these are 3. These are 3. I'll start here. 5-4, demoralised. Here we go. It's 4 down to 3. Alfred has to get involved. Back to 4 against 3. 4-3 to the Saxons. Which is 12. That's a kill. They are hanging on. And here it's 4-3. That's a DMZ for the Vikings. That is not enough on the clock again for any morale clock drop. Saxon turn. Right, these guys here, can they rally? No. So we have 4-5 with Alfred against 2. 797, so that's the DMZ for the Vikings. Here we have 3 against 2, which is 7, 4 demoralised, and now that's interesting, I haven't done this one before, they do not have enough room to retreat, they are killed. And final combat is 2 against 4, which is 7, 8, so they're double DMZ'd. Fall back. Right, the Saxons have 1, 2 units only, and Alfred. They're still on a morale of 2. Bizarrely, there was not enough morale clock drop points for them to reduce this turn. But I am going to say that is the end of the fight. The Saxons have got to run away. They're not going to stay there and die. They've got 2 Thanes and Alfred. They've got to escape. They're gone. That's what I'm calling it. So it's a victory for the Vikings. Well, this is the aftermath. Aethelred's left-hand side division completely destroyed, and Aethelred clearly trampled into the earth as well. They're all Vikings. And then coming over, this is Alfred's division, and as mentioned previously, the only 2 left are the Thanes, 2 groups of Thanes and Alfred himself. So time to adios and live to fight another day. Well, that was an absolutely crushing victory by the Vikings. They only lost 6 bases, 3 herdmen and 3 bondi, but Jarl Ivar did bite the dust. The Saxons got absolutely mullered, and of course Aethelred was killed as well, which is a disaster for them. They lost a total of 16 units, 4 ran away in addition to that. And at the end, obviously, I let Alfred escape with a couple of units of Thanes so he can live to fight another day. Perhaps a little bit generous, but that's the way I went with it. So some sorely needed points for the Vikings there. They pick up 5 with Aethelred being killed, but the Anglo-Saxons sneak 1 in there, which may be useful. Although a setback for the Anglo-Saxons, they are still ahead on the campaign points, 13 to 8, but the Vikings are closing the gap and the Saxons are running out of men. And the Vikings are receiving reinforcements for the next battle, which will be Meerton on the 31st of March. Can you wait that long? I don't know whether I can. Hope to see you then.